Think about the last AI generated face that you have seen recently. It is symmetrical, it is flawless by every digital standard, it is perfect. But what if you see that person sitting right next to you? You will feel nothing, you will feel instinctive chill. As a plastic surgeon, I spent my life in the delicate intersection of the flesh and bone. People think my job is about vanity, but they are wrong. I'm a biological architect, and my blueprint is not a fashion magazine. It is actually a mathematical code that has driven the universe for ages. We have been told always that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, but that's wrong. Beauty lies in geometry. Nature has a secret code that has driven nature forever. The code is golden ratio, phi, or 1.618. It is everywhere. It is in spiral of the galaxy. It is in petals of the rose. Most importantly, it's in you. So whenever we see a beautiful face, our brain is not actually doing any kind of aesthetic judgments. It is looking for phi. It is doing a high speed mathematical calculation to look for that phi. But today, we are at a dangerous crossroad where we are not trying to tune that signal, we are just trying to rewrite the code. Let me give you an example. Recently, I had a patient, a 22-year-old girl came to me. She brought some photographs. It wasn't hers. It was her face which was run through Hollywood filters. She wanted to have that digital chin, digital eyes and digital skin. She wanted me to operate on a ghost. She didn't want it to look at her best. She wanted to look like a collection of pixels, which in real world can never happen. I'll tell you another example. The chambered nautilus. Yeah, that iconic seashell. As it grows, it expands, but it maintains its shape. It never loses itself. This is called as golden ratio in motion. If you see at the picture of Mona Lisa, her smile is elusive. Why? Because it has been weighted differently on either sides. It is not at all symmetrical. If you look at the picture of Cindy Crawford, if you remember it, the famous mole on her face, it is a small flaw, but that makes her iconic. Without that mole, she is just a face in crowd. So as a plastic surgeon, my job is to find that flaw and to find that place where to leave that flaw. So as a plastic surgeon, my job is not to create symmetry, but to know where to leave that tiny flaw. Because not always your face or your beauty is going to proportional to 1.618. It can be 1.617. And this tiny flaw is actually the sign of life lived. So the next time you look into the mirror and see asymmetry or nose that not perfectly straight or a jawline which is not fitting to the filter, don't look at to that flaw. Look at the living and breathing miracle of life. As a plastic surgeon, my job is to help you find the rhythm within that math. But your job is to remember that you are a person and not a prototype. So let's stop trying to make perfect humans and start celebrating the exquisite mathematical perfection you already are. Thank you. ये फिर से नहीं होगा मेरे से।
आप ना स्क्रिप्ट